Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Hope y'all are doing just fine on this lovely Monday afternoon. So, I had made a trailer for you guys to watch, and then I was too late uploading it because it just takes forever to upload something on this computer. So I'll have to do that a little more in advance. Whenever I get ready, I'll have to, upload that at another time, and because it came out so cool, but I was just too late with it. Let's see if I can narrow y'all down a little bit like this. Trying to see, it looks like I have a countdown going here. 12 minutes. I'm using StreamYard for the first time, so if something goes off a little awry, it's kind of a learning experience here. Okay. Well, I don't see anybody in here with us just yet. Hopefully, we'll get someone with us. It is saying that we are live. So I'm just wondering. Okay, I'm seeing someone there. So evidently it is working. Like I was saying, this is my first time using the StreamYard Studio. So we're going to be seeing how that goes. Hopefully I can get someone to post some comments. Let me know that this is working. Like I said, it's powered by StreamYard, and if someone would like to come in with me and share the screen, I can do that too. You can request to share the screen with me, and I can press a couple of buttons and have you on the screen here with me. So just let me know if you're trying to do that. I would love that. That would be awesome, where I could see some of y'all. And I see 3 people, but I'm not seeing any comments. So I'm wondering if y'all are making comments and I'm not seeing them. Anyway, I guess I'll just go on ahead with my stream. Okay, I made a few notes for the book of Genesis because that's where the stage is set for the entire Bible. Okay, I see Donna. She says, "Hey girl, how's it going?" It's going good. I'm glad to see you. How do you like this new setup with StreamYard? You could come in with me if you would like to. That would be cool. So I'm wondering, how's the sound on this? I have a few questions. Maybe. So you can hear me. Okay, she says good. Well, if you want to come in with me, you can. Don't remember exactly how it's done, but there should be somewhere on your screen that shows you that you could come in, so long as you have a camera attached to your computer or your phone. I did this with another person, not on my live, but on someone else's. Okay, she says, yes, she can hear me. Well, that's good. Okay, well, if you decide to come in, just let me know. Let's see, I might could do an invite guest to the studios. I want to share your instructions for the guest. You can have up to 6 people on screen at once. I don't know if you would be willing to do that or not, but that's up to you. You can let me know. So anyway, I was just going to read y'all some of these notes I have that I made or off of Genesis, because, I'm just sharing what I learned and maybe it'll inspire someone, to dig deeper into it. And I thought that would be nice. So I'll just read y'all what I have and y'all can comment on it. Tell me what you think. It starts with God creating everything we know and don't know, all in 6 days, because on the 7th day he rested, right? In the beginning, the setting of mankind is set in the Garden of Eden. In the middle of this garden were 2 trees, the tree of life and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. While we're given freedom of choice, we are also given warnings for making wrong choices. It is a system of rewards and consequences for choosing obedience or disobedience when giving commandments by our Creator. While we could eat of any tree, we were warned not to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and told why, because it would bring death. But the evil one came along and tempted Eve by distorting the truth and leading her to question what God had said. The evil one says to her, "Did God really say not to eat from that tree?" And he tells her stuff like, "Surely you won't die. God just doesn't want you to be like him." After entertaining enough of this kind of talk, she isn't as concerned with the simple truth that her Creator has provided her as she is with being tempted to try the truth that the evil one has so persistently and craftily talked her into. Never mind that she could have chosen differently. Her husband also made the wrong choice. And I don't have a lot of these notes, y'all. This is all I have right here. It says here that now Adam and Eve had disobeyed. They were in a fallen state. If they would eat of the tree of life now, they would remain forever in this fallen state, separate from God. So they were banished from the garden, and the way to the tree of life was guarded by cherubim and a flaming sword. So they couldn't get back to that tree of life then. Hey, Guap Cutter. Glad you stopping by. Adam and Eve had Cain and Abel. Those their first 2 children, both boys. Cain worked the soil and Abel kept flocks. They both brought offerings to God. Cain brought first fruits of the soil, and Abel brought the fat portion of some of the firstborn of his flock. Abel's offering and he were looked on with favor by God. Cain's offering and he were not. Cain was very angry, and God asked him why. If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. Its desire is to have you, but you must master it. And how many times I think of that, sin is crouching at our door, and its desire is to have us. And it is for us to master it. I mean, it's written very clearly in the scripture. So Cain lures his brother out to the field and murders him there. Cain is punished and banished from the land. He marries and has many descendants. Adam and Eve have another son, Seth. and other sons and daughters as well. But Seth has many descendants, and Noah is one of the descendants that Seth has. And you know that Noah and his family were the only ones saved when the earth was flooded. And so our Savior is going to come through Seth. Anyway, that's all I have written down. I just thought it was interesting, and I thought, even though it's pretty basic to some people it would be informative, because perhaps they hadn't really considered that. All right. On to some other things, just to change the subject, but hopefully y'all will think about that, what we had read. I'm Michelle McDaniel. How are you? Puddin' Tang says you getting fancy in these lives. StreamYard, the background is beautiful. Well, thank you. I tried to put something into it, try to put as much as I can into it. StreamYard, this StreamYard right here is free. This version of it, I should say. I could upgrade where it would have more stuff, but I really am just learning, so the free one is fine for now. But it is neat because you can add a little music in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear my music, but it's just like really light. And then you can do these little backgrounds on the side here, do different ones. The free version only comes with a few of them, and then I just have my background back here. Puddin' Tang and Donna's telling each other hello. That's nice. I had put together a little trailer for you guys to view at the beginning of it, but I waited too long to upload it because my internet's kind of slow, and when I upload something, it takes a good while. So we'll just have to wait and do the trailer for next time, which is fine. At least I'm starting to learn some stuff about it. And I see Connie Jones is here. Oh, Connie, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you came in. That's awesome. I came in on Miss Linda's live late yesterday, and I seen where they was talking about the wreck that you had and everything. And I'd been thinking about that because how your car had sped up. And Miss Connie is a lady, for the rest of you, that I met on Miss Linda Hauser's live, and she's a very sweet lady. And she was talking about a wreck that she had gotten into where her car had sped up and her husband was driving, and it was almost like the accelerator was stuck, from what I could understand, and they had to stop the car abruptly, and the car flipped several times. And it made me think about my dad. One time he had got into a car accident like that, where his car, it was a Ford Thunderbird, and I want to say it was a 78 or a 79. And that car I think he had the cruise control on it, and it sped up. I'm just reading what Miss Connie's saying. And his car sped up, and he couldn't stop it. He said even though he had the brakes on, the wheels were still spinning out of control. He had to run it into something. I want to say it was a dumpster, one of those big, huge dumpsters. And that's how he was able to stop the car and get out of it. And he said, and the tires was still just burning rubber. So it was pretty scary. Nobody was with him but him, and he wasn't hurt, thank goodness. Puddin' Tang says, yes, I hear the music. And Connie Jones says, KK, to have people go on screen with you, you post the link for StreamYard in the chat. Just letting you know. Okay, well, let's see then. Okay, that's the invitation address, I think, what I just posted there. And this is the first time that I am trying this. So if somebody wants to try to come in just for experimental purposes, I can't guarantee you that I'm gonna, be able to get you on there, but I think that I can. I'll have like if one of you accept, I think I'll have your picture come in on the side here and I'll be able to add it to this screen, which would be awesome. I would love that. Because even though y'all are talking to me and everything, I don't know, I just feel like I'm alone here because it's just my picture on the screen. And if y'all want to come, that would be great. If you don't, I understand that too. But I had got my nerve up on Miss Linda's one time on her live, and I accepted the invitation. And that's probably been like 2 or 3 months ago. So I don't remember exactly how I did it. Pudding Tang says, I use an iPad, so I don't know how to use it very well. Well, we're all learning, Pudding Tang. I know I am. I'm learning every day. I try to learn something new. And with these computers, it's always something new to learn. Where are you at, Michelle? Donna's my sister, y'all. Donna Laborde that y'all see on there, and Michelle that y'all see on there is my niece. She's my other sister's daughter. So I have a little bit of family on here with me. That's nice. And I'm pretty sure Mom's watching. She's like my #1 fan. Thank goodness. Thank you, Mom. Thanks for watching. She's always encouraging me to go on, keep trying new things. And Errol too, my husband, I call him Mr. E on a lot of the videos. And it's not like I've always called him Mr. E. Michelle says, give me 5 minutes. Okay, Michelle. I don't know what I'm giving her 5 minutes for, but go ahead, take your 5 minutes. She might be trying to get on here. I don't know. Hopefully. But anyway, I didn't always call Mr. E. I call him Errol. That's his name. And I don't know why we just started calling each other these names. Come on, family members, get on there just for a trial and then. Yeah, Michelle. Go ahead, Pudding Tang. You see, now Pudding Tang's just giving some encouragement. Why not? I mean, why not have a little fun? It's awesome. So anyway, one day me and Mr. E, hello to all of KK family. You have a very sweet and talented woman for your family member. Well, thank you, Miss Connie. That is very sweet and very generous of you. I appreciate that. It's so nice when someone says something nice about you. And I was just thinking, the other day, it doesn't cost anything to give someone a compliment. It just, and when you give someone a compliment, sometimes you think that's not gonna help them much. But when you're on the receiving end of that compliment, it can mean a whole lot. It can change your whole day. and encouragement, that can change a whole lot too. It can change more than just a day. So encourage people, give people compliments when you can. I notice, like, even at the cash register, someone will be checking me out, and I sell fingernails, so I notice fingernails. You know, I don't do anything with my fingernails at all, except, you know, this. I don't glue fingernails on or anything like that, but I sell those, so I notice them, and they're just beautiful to me. And so when I'm out and I see someone that's had their nails done, I notice it. And I realize that's an opportunity for me to speak up and say, I like that, those nails, those are pretty, that's a beautiful color, or whatever, you know. So anyway, maybe y'all can tell me what y'all think about this. I call my husband Errol Mr. E on all our videos, and my sister says you should just call him Errol. But it started one day when we was making a video, and we was going down to a swamp around here, and I said, what do you think about that, Mr. E, or something like that? And he looked at me and he said, well, that's never happened before. You never called me that before. But I cut that part out of the video where he said, why'd you call me that? But I don't know. It just, I don't know. Ever since then, I've been calling him Mr. E. And he calls me KK, which everybody when I was a kid called me KK. Because my name's Brenda Kay. And I don't know, it just stuck when I was a kid, KK. But then as I got older, people quit calling me that. And I really liked it. But the people, I don't know why. I guess maybe when I went to school, they had to call me Brenda. And when I got older, it just kind of wore off. And then my husband, he said, well, I'll call you KK or Miss KK on our videos. But I still call him Mr. E even when we're not doing videos. I just watched the new video Puddin' Tang says, and those seed failures I do understand. I can't grow hot peppers very well. I plant a lot of seeds, but not much grows. I know. And I kind of think it's the potting soil. I'm just looking over these to see if I didn't miss somebody. I did. And that soil that he got, did you see how black that soil was? It was totally different. All the potting soil that we've been buying lately, it's got a lot of bark in it. And you can't try to sprout seeds with all that bark in there because they'll be hiding underneath the bark. They'll never come up. I remember used to when I was a kid and Mama would buy potting soil, it was lots of black dirt and lots of those little white styrofoam stuff in it. Like, I think they call it perlite. And that's what it was full of. Uh-oh, Michelle says she's having trouble, y'all. She said it's not letting her join. Well, what's it telling you? And Puddin' Tang says, Mr. E speaks the truth for sure. Yeah. Well, we did another video today where he was, because he was an electrician, and he was putting together a cord for one of his friends that had wanted this for a generator. And so we made us he put one of them cords together today. It took a while, but he got it. I made a video on it. It's saying my browser won't allow my camera or mic. Hello, and yes, we are very proud of KK. She has a sweet, cheerful, uplifting personality. We love our KK. Well, thank you, Donna. Love y'all too. My family means a lot to me. Michelle, it sounds like you need to give permissions for your camera and mic. But I guess it's not asking you that. It's just telling you that your browser won't allow it. I don't know. So it might be turned off on your computer, Michelle, says Pudding Tang. Okay, Michelle, I see something coming through on my side. It says Shell, and I see your face. But I don't hear you yet. Let me see if I can add you to the screen somehow. Okay, you are on a muted mic. Let's see.
Okay, I think I unmuted it.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, all right.
That's
Can you hear
Michelle,
me?
y'all. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay, all right. All this newfangled stuff you doing on here, huh?
Now I gotta turn up my volume here so I can hear you better.
I might even turn mine up. I don't know.
Because at first I couldn't hear you, but I had my volume down because I mean all I was listening to is that music that I have playing.
Well, yeah. It sounds good though, the music in the background.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like your background too. It's all natural.
It's my front yard.
Good. I love it. Okay, somebody's saying something here. Let's see. So it might be turned off on your computer. Okay, you got that. And it's saying, yeah. And Connie Jones says, hi, Michelle. Yay, it worked.
With my glasses, I'm trying to move my chair over to this other spot where I'm more comfortable.
Go ahead.
I feel
You
like
just
I'm
get,
on display.
get
Got my
situated
cars
over there.
passing in the neighborhood, checking me all out, child.
I know it's hard to get situated in front of the camera and even
my
right
light
here.
is better right here. I'm facing toward the sun. It's going down here in Georgia right now.
So Shell is in Georgia, y'all. We kind of spread out a little bit.
Yes, we are spread out today.
So how you doing? You growing some things there?
Just flowers this year so far. Just zinnias and marigolds. We had a couple verbenas and stuff. Just some little stuffs.
Yeah. I thought about getting some flowers for the winter time, but I really don't do that anymore. It's just too much work.
Well, Pat landscapes, so he'll probably be coming with some pansies soon for the flower pots and what.
Oh yeah, those landscapers, their yards always look good because they come back with extra stuff sometimes.
That we kind of got a little modge podge of all kinds of different bushes and leftover extras that he comes home with.
Yeah, like mulch maybe also.
Grass seed, mulch, pine straw, all those good things that we use around here.
Did my music get louder for y'all, or is it just louder for me?
Now that you say that, I don't even think I can hear it. Oh yeah, now I can. It's just low.
It's just low. That's good. Pudding Tang says, that's my favorite flowers, Michelle.
Which ones? I done
Well,
named a whole list of them, me.
I love those I think they're called pansies. They're purple. They're like purple and yellow on the same flower.
Yeah, he gets the pansies and he gets some little ones. Now, I don't know if maybe somebody can comment. I don't know if they're called violas or voilas. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
If somebody does know which pronunciation it is, which I don't know how they would tell us typing it out, it's spelled the same. Well,
Right. And I always said violas, and I could be wrong because I have messed up a lot of plants' names with my pronunciation.
I always said violas too, but for some reason the other day I looked at it at Home Depot, and for some reason I was like, is it voila or viola?
Puddentang says the zinnias and the marigolds, and I
Oh,
grow periwinkles too.
Mine are so tall, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something right now. I don't know if y'all have ever seen marigolds and zinnias. Now I am 5'4". Okay, now I'm gonna go stand by my marigolds, and this is my zinnias, y'all. They taller than me.
Now I have seen tall.
Now, they big.
They're so pretty. I have seen tall zinnias, but I don't know if I've seen that tall of marigolds. But look at the zinnias. Oh, I love zinnias.
They're just they're it's a nice little stand of them. Oh, I'm trying to do it backwards on this camera.
I know
Yes,
it's
and I don't want to
hard.
get too in it. I've got those dang yarrow spiders everywhere.
Oh,
Jarrow
yeah.
spiders. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce nothing today.
Connie Jones says the music's very relaxing, and she says viola.
Okay. That's how I was always saying it, but I don't know. I just was having a day the other day where I wandered off into my own mind and was wondering if I'd been saying it wrong the whole time.
And she also says giant marigolds and giant zinnias, so pretty.
I love them, and they're just so pretty for so long. You know, they last your whole season. They really are quite a performer. From spring on into your fall, you got beautiful cut flowers from them.
I know, and like you said too, by them being cut flowers, you can cut them and bring them in, and they last a long time, even in a vase. Puddentang says those are tall, way tall.
Oh, that's Patrick doing all the fertilizer and all the goodies to make all that grow pretty. Although it was very dry here this summer, we have had to water and water to keep. Every day I'd water, and every day I'd come out and my flowers would just be wilted and just struggling.
Do you have sandy soil there?
No, we in that Georgia red clay up here.
Oh, okay. Still though, that's hard to keep watered too. It dries out fast.
It's been really dry up here, and that hurricane came through, and we kept being told we were going to get rain, and we kept saying, oh, we need it so bad. The plants, we go hear them, singing when it finally rains, and we might have got a little mist off of it. Under my big trees, the dirt was still powder dry, but we still watering.
Oh, yeah. Puddentang says when they die, you can get the seeds off the petals.
That's what we've been doing for a couple years now, where it's gotten to where we just save the real pretty colors we like, but with them all being different colors, I find that's never, you usually get a different color than what the flower was the year before, I'm finding.
Yeah.
And so we're now trying to keep the seeds off of the biggest, tallest, healthiest plant.
They're all together, and so the bees are pollinating all of them, mixing that all around. So I think that's why, I don't know for sure. I'm not a specialist, but I think that may be why you're getting.
Yeah, I'm no genius over it either, but I think that's what's happening, because I had some real pretty light butter yellow ones this year that I had never seen that color of them in my yard before.
Love those. I remember one time Mama did a flower bed, and it had it was like a bed that Daddy had picked up somewhere, and she had but it wasn't the mattress, it was just the frame of the bed, where it had a headboard and a footboard, and it was iron. And she had planted
a real flower bed.
Oh yes. And she had planted zinnias on the inside of it, and they were tall, they were beautiful, and I remember she had cosmos in there too, and those are so pretty.
I like the cosmos too, and it seems like they grow really well with the zinnias, like they
Yep.
social grow or something.
Okay, Connie is saying that you could put a peeve of pantyhose around the dying flower and catch the seeds.
Oh,
And Puddin' Tang saying, yep, mine do that too. I had yellow zinnias this year and I love them too.
oh, it was the
And
prettiest and pretty peaches this year I haven't seen before.
another homestead that is not in Georgia, but I think where are they? I think they're in one of the Carolinas. And their peach trees was just slam full. And her husband is a landscaper too. And he brings home a lot of this mulch and just all kind of odds and ends, like you were saying. But their peach trees were beautiful. But he knows how to raise all that stuff and what to do with it.
Yeah, I've never tried to mess with fruit trees really, so I have no real knowledge of that.
Connie Jones says, I planted mattress springs so pretty you can lean up against a wall.
I'm trying to picture it.
I know, me too, right? Mattress springs, so pretty. You can lean it up against a wall.
Yeah, so like you're putting like succulent, like almost like using the springs as cubbies, like I'm thinking.
Maybe.
That's what I'm picturing in my head.
Mama grew something called, I think it's called a cardinal vine. I think she calls it a hummingbird vine. But it makes these little bitty red flowers, and they look like morning glories, but they're teeny tiny, and the foliage on them looks like a fern. But it grows like a vine, like a morning glory vine. It's very beautiful, and she's been swirling it around this tomato cage she's got, and it just keeps growing taller and taller and wider, and she gives it a haircut every day. So it's full and thick, and the foliage on it, like I said, is like a fern, and it's dark green, and the little flowers are this deep cardinal red. They're so beautiful. I bet that would look good on those mattress springs, because I bet you it would take that thing over.
Right. He came home with some little things the other day that, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to, I wonder if it has a tag. Oh, I'm walking right through the spider web. Let's see if I can show this little thing now. I don't know if I have hope for him because this is fall time, so I don't know how these little things are gonna do. But, let's see if I can show this flower in here. Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty. What is it called? Or you don't know?
Damn. Oh, goodness. Dang it. I'm going to have to ask him. It climbs. I've got it by my little shepherd's hook. And, man, I need to learn how to work that camera backwards like that, because that was...
It's hard. Puddin' Tang says that her neighbor has a vine like that.
It's beautiful, and I've seen them in a pretty red, but the flower it's bigger than what you're describing, and the leaves aren't the same. But it's growing on my little shepherd's hook. Like I said, I don't know if I have hope for him.
I've seen that vine before. What you got? I'm not sure what it's called either. And Connie Jones,
like carports.
Okay, Connie Jones is saying yes. You fill the voids with burlap and your soil and plant most anything in it. You loosely tie the burlap after planting it all. Oh, so it is kind of like you said, Michelle, where you planting the stuff in it.
Yeah.
See, that's very creative.
That's all I get on my my videos on Facebook or what have you is all like cooking or gardening or neat little crafting things. So I've seen some cool, like on fences and with box springs and a lot of cool driftwood that they were drilling holes in and putting the little succulents in them. That was really pretty project.
I love succulents. They're so cool, and there's so many of them to choose from. And they look so different.
Pat had to get something from the store the other day at Home Depot, and I just went through the plant section to kill time looking. And they had so many pieces of succulents on the shelves and on the ground that were already growing roots on them, where I was just picking, I had a handful of all kinds
They
of different
do.
succulents
They
I
fall
was
off.
bringing home and putting them in dirt in my little windowsill. Like, I came home with like 10 different kinds of succulent plants for free.
You remember that plant Mama used to have? It was called a tick plant. It was a succulent, and it had little bitty round, looked like ticks on it. I guess that don't sound too pretty, but it was really a pretty plant. It was a succulent. I think she got it. I think she got it from your Mama Jan.
I don't know. I know she had got hens and biddies from over there.
It makes like a long succulent leaf, and then it has those little circles all on the sides of it, of the sides of the blades.
Oh, an alligator plant. That's what I've always called them, where it just drops babies like crazy off the little edges of the petals.
Yeah.
I always called it an alligator plant because the petal to me looked like an alligator head when you look at it.
Well, you know how it is. Them plants, they go by all different names.
Yeah, a lot of stuff I only know the old lady names to it. I don't know what the real name to it is.
A lot of stuff, though, you look it up and you'll see is also known as blah, 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 500 different names.
Mm-hmm.
Pudding says, "This is so sweet, your niece getting on your live. Your mama is proud tonight, seeing her sweet daughter and beautiful granddaughter on the TV tonight." I bet she is too. I bet Mama's eating this up.
I hope so. I need to call her. I haven't called her in a while. I love you, Grandma. I'm gonna call you.
Oh yeah, now you got a call. She's gonna hold you to that.
Oh yes, indeed.
I can't believe we've been on here 53 minutes. Did y'all want to play trivia tonight or not? That's what I'm wondering. If y'all want to play trivia, somebody let me know.
I had fun last week. I need to do some brushing up though, because I was surprising myself that I knew that many answers. I did not have much hope for my success in the game.
Well, that's why I try to mix them up. I do some of the press your luck just to mix it up a little bit.
Well, I've been, since Alyssa has gotten more religious, I've started reading in my Bible and stuff, and I was so silly when I first started reading. I bought me a new little Bible, and I said, I'm gonna read this Bible and I'm gonna understand it. I'm gonna take my time and really try to understand it. And the first time it starts running down everyone and their families and who got who and all this, and I got paper out. I started writing all this jazz down, honey. And then I got to the next page and it said, and they all died. And I was like, what? Dang it. I was like,
maybe you should read further before you write down.
I was like, well, maybe I need to know what I need to be more selective with my note taking. But the way it was naming everybody, I thought, oh, this surely is important because they're telling me this lineage. They didn't make it.
Well, I know when I first started reading it, I had to get a dictionary because there was a lot of words that I had never seen before. So I needed to get the definition on those words before I could go any further. So I had a tablet full of, it looked like when you go to school and they make you write your vocabulary and the definitions. That's what my notebook looked like.
But I mean, to really try and understand it, you have to, you know. You
Yeah,
can't
you
just.
do. It's just words that we're not used to using in the English language every day. But once you get familiar with them and they start popping up over and over again, and
Right.
so anyway, that's cool. I don't know what happened to Donna Lynn. I ain't seen a word from her.
Ooh, you wanted us to come on the camera, and she ran away.
I know. She's just sitting back now. She might be trying to get on there, trying to figure it out too. Because Donna
At
does
first
that.
it wouldn't let me. It was telling me my browser wasn't allowing me, even though I was hitting accept to everything and all. And I went in and tried again. I was like, oh, I was fussing. I was like a little rooster here in the yard. I'm like, why you won't let me do? But the second time I went in to do it, it let me come in and said, you're in the waiting room, or so it said you backstage.
Yeah. You was backstage, girl.
I was in the green room.
Yes, you was. Puddingtime says she reads the children's Bible first to get an understanding of, and it's all in the beginning of reading the Bible. Yep.
That is a good idea. That is a good idea. I never thought to do that, but that makes perfect sense.
So did you get through Genesis?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good. Awesome. Very interesting book. Definitely get your attention going.
Oh yeah. Well, I've read Bibles before, but different Bibles are different, you know. I've read one that just, it didn't have hardly any detail in it. It just was like a bare bones rundown of the stories in the books and all.
Yeah.
So now,
some of them have more like commentary or even cross references are nice.
mhm.
Okay,
I just
that's-
have
that's
this
what I
little
like.
King James from Walmart, and it's got more detail than some that I've had, but I think some I've received were like just free from the church or whatever, just to like get you started, you know.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of them like that too, especially at the thrift store. I see them every now and then, and I'll look to see if it's a reference Bible or a study Bible or whatever. And usually they're not. They're just like you said, they don't have much to help you to study or figure some of the stuff out. But that's okay. It still works. The first one I had was a Gideon's Bible, so y'all all know where that probably came from.
And so Gideon's, what does that mean? Because
They
I don't.
are placed in hotels. They're placed in hotels. That's the Bibles that you see when you go in a hotel and you open the drawer and there's a Bible in there. Those are placed by the Gideons.
I want to say I watched some documentary.
So you're not gonna I don't think you're gonna be like go and buy a Gideon's Bible. They come from hotels and stuff like that. But they're placed there for people who, a lot of people that go to hotels are finding themselves in situations they shouldn't be in. And I think that's why they're placed there.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
She was like, mm-hmm. That
I've
does
lived
make
my
sense.
life. I've lived my life. I've been in hotel rooms, probably not doing the best.
Exactly. We all have. All right, let's play a little bit and then we'll cut it out because we've been on here an hour, but it was nice chit-chatting.
It's neat how this little thing is doing. I didn't know you could even do something like this on here.
Cool.
So now you can have little guest stars on your show, girl.
Isn't that awesome?
It is. It's really neat.
Unless y'all want to keep talking now, because Michelle, you need oh Lord, I can't even read that, Connie. You need an expositor's Bible. It explains it in red type under the verse.
Oh, yeah, I would be interested in something like that.
It's an
'Cause I just
expositor. So
have
you
I'm
could go back
sorry,
and
go
look at the
ahead.
comments later and catch that word, expositors.
It's like I have such a I need clarification when I'm reading something that's as important as the Bible. I have so much gray area in some of the readings. Because like I
It's
can
going
read
to
it
be
one
like
way
that.
one day, and then the next day I can read it again and take something totally different from the same verse. So it's just
It's not that you're reading it wrong, though. That's just the way the Bible is. It's one of those books that it's the only book probably that you can keep picking up through your whole life and get a different point of view each time on the same verse. Whereas like you read some novel or something and you read it one time and you're done with it, you don't want to read it again. And if you do read it again, it's going to be the same. You're going to gather the same thing from it. But the Bible is not like that at all. It's a living
yeah.
book, says Pudding Tang. That's right. I'm going to make a trailer for y'all. Anyway, let's see. I have to read things 10 or more times to understand it. It's just the way some people are, says Connie. I'm like
Yeah,
that a lot of
I
times.
find myself reading the same sentence over a couple times to really work it out in my mind.
Right. I get distracted very easily. I can learn better if I'm in a quiet room reading and I don't have any distractions. If I'm sitting in the living room and I'm reading, and, if Errol turns the TV on, I can definitely not read because I'll be so distracted.
I find I have that problem too. Even if I'm trying to text somebody or something, I have to. I gotta turn the volume on the TV down. I gotta have full focus mode.
Oh yeah, that's how I am too, girl. If I'm visiting somebody and they have the TV on, I'm distracted to the point where I have to say, "Can we turn the TV off?" I can't concentrate on anything you're telling me. It's beautiful.
Truth.
So see, it's not just you, it's not just me, it's not just Miss Connie. A lot of us are like that. Some days are better than others too. Let's see if y'all know this one. Jonah sat outside Nineveh in the hot sun. A vine grew up and gave Jonah shade. What happened to the vine that made Jonah angry with God? What happened to the vine? Jonah sat outside of Nineveh in the hot sun. A vine grew up and gave Jonah shade. What happened to the vine that made Jonah angry with God? If y'all don't remember, Jonah was sent to Nineveh to preach to them, to save them. And he did not like the people in Nineveh, and he did not want to go. And that's how he ended up in the belly of that fish. So, Pudding Tang says it withered in the hot sun. That's right. You are right, Pudding Tang. And you know what? I have Donna over there. I see Donna in the green room, Michelle.
Well, it's nice in there. It's nice.
It's nice.
I like what you've done to the place.
She's waiting to come in. Would you like to see her?
How does that work? You can put more than one person on here?
Yeah.
That's so neat.
Let's see if we can make it work. I see you. I hear you, and I see you, Donna. Told y'all that when she was missing, she was trying to get up in here. I know her. All right, good deal. So now this is my sister, y'all. We got our game going, Donna Lynn.
Uh-huh.
and Puddin' Tang just answered the first one. So let's get to the next one. What was the secret of Samson's strength? Puddin' Tang says, family is great. Bet y'all's mama is jumping for joy. I bet she is. And Connie John says, hi, Donna. This is so fun.
I'm so confused. I'm like, was it his hair? And I don't even know why I'm saying that.
Hello.
Puddin' Tang says his hair.
Okay. I thought it was a crazy answer, but I kept, for some reason, wanting to say his hair.
Yes, it is. It is his hair. He had went over to the Philistine people, and he married one of them he wasn't supposed to. And they weren't very happy with him either, the Philistines. And they wanted to do him in. And they wanted to find his strength. And it was his hair. Because he was a Nazarite or a Nazarene. I don't know. I'm not sure about that word, y'all. I'll have to look it up. Y'all can look it up too. But it is his hair. His long hair had never been cut. That had to do with the vow of the Nazarite or the Nazarene. It's one of those words.
I'm going to be Googling it when we get done with this now.
Yay, Puddin' Tang and Michelle. Woot woot. Yep, a Nazarite, Puddin' Tang says. You see, that's what's good about these is they'll figure it out for you on these chats. What do we call the prayer that Jesus taught the disciples? The prayer that he taught the disciples. What do we call it?
The Lord's Prayer?
I'm waiting for somebody else to answer, Michelle.
That's what I was thinking about. I think that's it.
Yep, it is. It's the Lord's Prayer. We call it the Our Father.
Yeah, the Our Father. That's what I thought.
That's what I kept wanting to say, and that's why I was like drawing a blank. Like, we call things different in the swamp, so I don't know what the real name is.
Puddin' Tang says, yep, the model prayer. Because, you know, even though the chord says that, what do we call the prayer that Yeshua taught the disciples? It was actually a model of a prayer. It, if you go back and look at it, it shows you how we should pray. We should address him as our Father when we start praying. That way we are assuming the position of his children to start off with. When you first go into it, our Father, and we're addressing where he is, his location, who is in heaven. We're telling him his name is holy. And I mean, if you really think about the whole prayer and go back and look at it, he's telling us how to pray. Like Puddin' Tang says, the model prayer. And I mean, I say it like that still, but also I really took a lot of time. When we was raised Catholic, and we did rosaries and all that, and a whole lot of that stuff I didn't understand why we did those things, but I was taught those things and I prayed them. I would pray the rosary, and I would pay special attention to think about what I was saying, and I don't know. I just wanted to be more serious with it. I'm not Catholic anymore. I have my reasons. But I guess I just wanted to go deeper into it than what the church was offering me, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's go to the next. You can relate to that?
Yes, being taught the rosary like at 5, 6 years old, yeah, I knew it and I could do it, but did I understand what I was saying or what?
Or did you agree with
not at all.
it?
Not at all. I didn't understand, but I could do it.
Tang likes your dog, Donna. She says it's a Chihuahua. That's
Sassy, you done got a life, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Sassy girl.
Okay. Yeshua said the kingdom of God is like the smallest seed. What kind of seed is it?
Mustard.
Yeah, let's see if somebody else answers it. Because sometimes the answers are delayed, just depending on a person's internet. Sometimes they don't hear it until maybe after you've answered.
Oh Lord, that ain't no good. Yeah, I feel kind of awkward answering because if other people were trying to think about the answer, I need to be quiet.
Not at all. You're doing good. Don't worry. Mustard. Pudding Tang also says mustard. And she also says, yep, Michelle.
I'm blowing myself away. I'm telling you. I didn't know I knew half of the stuff.
What kind of seed is it? A mustard seed, Connie Jones says. Hi, Connie. Glad you're still here with us. And on earth at the moment that Yeshua died. What happened on earth at the moment that Yeshua died?
Oh, okay, good.
That one I'm not sure.
You got fried chicken and biscuits and stuff?
Went black. Pudding Tang says it went black.
Okay.
And the card does say it became dark and the temple curtain was torn. There was a curtain in the temple between where the priests were and where. Okay, it doesn't go on to tell me everything, y'all. But it represents, when the curtain was torn, it represents us having access to God without needing the priest that was in the temple system at that time. Hey, Henry.
Uncle Henry said
got
his dog needs to be too.
Hey, Henry. How you doing? Look at Lulu.
Oh, sister. Yeah, baby.
Well, she sure don't let me pick her up like that.
Me either, girl. She don't like nothing to do with me, honey. She likes me, but a little bit is a little bit mean.
Oh, yes, she is. She don't let me. She acts like maybe she might want me to pet her, and as soon as I reach my hand out, she starts growling.
What y'all cooking today?
We're not cooking today. We having Bible study.
I just love the food, sister.
Well, I'm glad you came and told us hello, you and your little puppy. Connie Jones says, Michelle, you absorb it all. Information you studied.
Oh, that's
I try, and I like to learn. A lot of the stuff I watch on TV and stuff is all documentary stuff and all. I like that.
Hey, Henry. And Connie Jones says, Lulu looks like my grand dog, Libby Lynn.
Too many dogs.
Oh well, I'm glad you brought him on. Last week I had my cat on here. She was trying to tear down this thing back here.
You lose the
Yeah,
game.
she was on one.
Yes, she was, and I was kind of late coming on today because she was meowing, and I had to go feed her. Or
You can have a
you know,
show,
y'all.
bring all the animals, all of the animals. So your dog have a show and tell.
Yep, you have to bring y'all's animals in.
Lord, y'all.
We all got animals.
Focus.
Focus on us. Okay, how many people were on the ark with the animals? How many people? I think I asked that one time.
It's 6, right?
Yeah, I did ask that one before.
Yeah, I remember that one. 8.
Let me see. Hold on. It is 8. It is 8. Go, Donna. You see, I need a little bell I can ring in here. Look, she got the little something. 8. Quentin Tang says 8 also. I gotta get us a bell. It's like, what can I reward y'all with when y'all get an answer right? I don't know if y'all just want to hear a bell ringing. Maybe I can give y'all a compliment. Connie Jones says 8. Something else. Donna left. Oh, she's going to get a bell. I hear a bell ringing.
Oh.
Went and get a bell. Thank you. Because I sure didn't know where I would have got one. I'd have to go get Errol's goat bell.
Got anything you asked for?
Yeah, okay. WHD says, is this TikTok? No, this isn't TikTok. WDH. No, this is not TikTok. Okay. Dry ice is the solid form of which gas? Now I'm switching on y'all. We're going to pressure look, okay? Just for a little bit. Dry ice is the solid form of which gas? Is it carbon dioxide, methane, or nitrogen?
Nitrogen.
I'm going to give some other people a chance to answer before I tell you if you're right or wrong. Okay, I got another nitrogen answer,
Nitrogen.
but it ain't.
Oh, what's the other?
It's not?
No, it is carbon dioxide. Dry ice is the solid form of carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
I would have never guessed that.
Puddin' Tang says y'all have a beautiful family. So very nice to see everyone. And I'm so glad my other crew has joined in. I wish I could see all of y'all on here.
Yeah.
Saying she was never good at science. Well, that's a little more complicated science than I was ever good at. That's for sure.
What was that?
Do what?
What was the answer?
Oh, what was the answer?
Yeah.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. I said that.
Okay. But you know what? For some reason, your mic is low. I can hear Michelle louder than I can hear you. I don't know if you have some way of turning it up. You might have to get closer to your microphone. That I bet you that's what it is. You're a little further from your mic.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to turn down. Can you hear me now?
I'm trying to find a question that's good, y'all. Some of these are ridiculous. They like too serious, some of them. I guess y'all ready for me to find something, huh? What is the world's largest species of fish? Is it a whale shark, a hammerhead shark, or a tiger shark?
Whale
The
shark?
largest species of fish. Is it a whale shark, a hammerhead shark, or a tiger shark? They're asking for a species of fish. The whale shark is correct, Puddin' Tang. I'll have to go through some of these cards when we ain't on here. Look, Donna, she got some little cards. You go ahead, girl. I got me a van away.
Lord beam.
Y'all too cute. Michelle said it first, Puddin' Tang said. Hey, Michelle, you got Puddin' Tang in your corner there because I didn't hear you.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, it's windy over here. We're still getting wind from that dang hurricane. I guess it's from that.
Oh, really? Y'all still getting some?
Oh, my roommate said there's another one in South Carolina that's whirling on us. So.
Oh.
Tropical storm or something of that nature.
And Connie says, KK, I watched a lot of your videos, and that pecan cake was to die for. And Mr. E's reaction to it was exactly how I felt when I tasted it. That was so good. Y'all, I got one of those pecan cakes in my kitchen right now, and it's got, I think, 3 pieces left to it. I made it the other day. I did a live with it, but I didn't like go through the whole cake on the live because I have an actual video of it. A pecan coconut, what is it? A pecan praline cake. And Michelle, you had told me that somebody did a variation of that cake. No, it was some lemon bars, you told me. Your mama's neighbor had did. Oh, look, Donna wants to talk about Northern Lights. I don't know nothing about them Northern Lights, y'all. I didn't see. Well, of course, I didn't see them. They wouldn't be here. But y'all know something about that? Aren't visible to us down here, huh?
I know about them, but yeah, you
Jones?
can't see them down here.
Connie Jones might have seen them because she is from Washington, I think. Washington State. Is that right, Connie? I think that people in Washington State would be able to see them better than we would, that's for sure.
What I saw was it was very faint what I got to see because I was in southern Alaska, so I didn't, but it was green in the sky, you know, but it wasn't like the beautiful stuff you see online. I wasn't that far north to see it, but I want to say it's gases with the light from the sun reflecting through certain gases.
Sounds
I'm
right.
not sure though. I'm not sure.
They have them in the southern hemisphere as well, but they call them something else. It's a borealis, I think, but it's a
Aurora
it's
borealis.
Something like that. But they have the same thing in the southern hemisphere.
Well, guys, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's getting dark on me. I'm about to have to let you guys go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to let y'all go too because I have to share my internet with Mr. E, and and I know he's ready to watch the news. He's been keeping up with all that mess going on with the second assassination attempt on Trump, and
Oh, well,
it's
I didn't
just
even hear nothing about. Oh goodness! Well, now I gotta go get on the internet too, girl. I did not hear nothing about that. I gotta go research that.
oh yeah, girl, on a golf course there
Oh,
in
Lord.
Florida. That happened yesterday. So
Another tip on Trump. Well, you guys, it was really fun, and I'm sure I'll be looking forward to doing it again with you guys.
okay, well, I'm trying to get a routine of Monday and Thursday night at 6 p.m. So that's
Okay,
the
yeah, because I
schedule.
saw my little notification this morning, so I set an alarm. I was ready.
Connie says Aurora Borealis. And good to see everyone and really enjoying this live tonight. God bless y'all, says Puddin' Tang. And Puddin' Tang says she got to go too. And
God
Connie
bless
Jones
you guys
says,
too.
and Connie says she is from Washington State, and I can see them with my camera's phone. They are beautiful. Okay, good. I'm so glad you came, Miss Connie and Puddin' Tang. Donna and Michelle, thank y'all for coming on, sharing the screen.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all. Okay, Michelle's gone. She signed off, and I'm about to sign off too.
3 right. Bye.
Bye. Glad y'all all came in. I had a lot of fun. I look forward to the next one. Here. But I know you're saying something positive. So thanks, Mom. Love you.
Has 3 right. She guessed 3 of the answers. She got 3 answers right with the Uncle Trivia.
Okay. I got you now. I hear you. You look so cute. I like your little outfit, Donna.
Thank you. I'm me.
Okay. Well, I'll see y'all. See y'all next time. Love y'all. Okay. Bye.
Shine on.